Welcome to another Q&A, and this one is about the hybrid radial brush. So we made a few of these hybrid radial brushes because we had a lot of demand for people who wanted boar's hair. Now, as everybody knows, I'm a big fan of Radial Rocker and the 8 different scrub pads that are available on Radial Rocker because they're more designed to be specific to whatever's on the glass. However, we also recognize that there is some geographical locations where the boar's hair seems to do something about in the way that it agitates it, right? What we're talking about is a friction coefficient and the way that friction works. So if you have a completely boar's hair brush, it should flip-flop like a paintbrush, yeah? Because when you have nylon as a bristle, then it's the tips of the bristles which are going to clean the glass, and the sides of the bristles will never clean glass because they're perfectly round and perfectly smooth, so they've got no agitation power at all, right? So you don't want to have a brush where the bristles collapse. However, with boar's hair, you actually don't want to use the tips, you do want to use the sides. So it took us a while, but one day somebody said to me, he said, could you put the boar's hair on the inside radial round? And I go, well, that I could do, because we can guarantee that the bristles, the nylon bristles, stay exactly on the glass so that the tips of the bristles are working, and then any movement inside, anything which is going to lay flat, is this inside, not purely flat, but more flat, is going to get underneath. So then the boar's hair can do what boar's hair does. So it's just basically a slightly higher grab coefficient compared to like bristles, the tips of bristles kind of scratch debris off glass, whereas hair has got irregular sides to the sides, the outsides of the hair. Then it's that irregularity which makes it kind of agitate the glass quite differently. And there's just some things like clay dirt or something like that, I think, clay dust that settles on the glass, that some people somewhere in the world feel that boar's hair cleans better, right? And I have not experienced that. So we thought we'd make some of these. I think we've got about 9 of them left, and it is currently June 10th, would it be? Today's the 8th. Okay, it's the 8th of June, there you go. So we have about 9 of these left, 2022, and then we're going to wait until we've got the feedback from those, and then once we've got the feedback from those, we'll make a decision as to whether we turn it into a product or whether it was just a limited edition, which is what it is right now. Okay, so if you're watching this in YouTube, then check the date. If you're watching it on Facebook, check the date, and then if you want to grab one, they're the same price as a standard radial. So I think it's only available in 14-inch, only available for the reach-it poles. So anybody who can adapt off this to their pole, that's fine. But other than that, it's a reach-it pole design. And it's $249, right? So it's an interesting one because we've thought about it for a long time, and we've not wanted to do it for a long time, but eventually somebody said something that made sense. And I think that's the exciting thing about when you make comments, when you talk to us on live chat. We do listen, we do think about what you say, and if we can turn something into a product or we can see a way to commercialize an idea, then we do that so that everybody can benefit from it. Of course, we benefit as well because that's what our job is to make tools that work. But a lot of the products like the 6-inch and 8-inch ultralights for French pane cut-ups, that was another customer's idea, that we were able to manifest. So we're working on a water-fed blade at the moment, for using on a pole for construction cleans, paint overspray and stuff like that, where it may be more efficient than a rocker, in certain situations. So we're working on that. That's another Kai Chin's idea out of Seattle. So yeah, if you've got ideas, leave them in the comments or ask to talk to me directly or look me up in Messenger. I'm Perry Tate. And let's see if we can keep advancing the efficiency of the industry, So that's about it. I'm going to see you in the next Q&A.